It's coffee, and it's pussy. Together doesn't get much better.
All right, y'all. I got Mikky and the Doom with me here on today's podcast. Now, this has been a situation trying to get this set up. We have been going back and forth. Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on in the background there?
I think.
Oh, y'all
you
need
go
to
like
see the video.
Oh,
This is
shit.
amazing.
That's wild. I didn't know it did that. You learn new
Oh my
things every
goodness.
day.
This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right. If y'all are listening, you need to go to YouTube because there's a lot going on in the background with Mikky over there. It's really nice. But yeah, I'm here with Mikky. She's the front woman of Mikky and the Doom, an Austin-based band that is a reclamation in glitter, guitars, and guts. So their work is a collision of pop punk, indie rock, and raw theater. Mikky's personal mantra, I'm going to just talk I'll keep talking and then I'll let you get to it, but her personal mantra is follow the fun. So I'm really excited about this. She's had the opportunity to audition on SNL. Let's put a pin in that because I'm kind of obsessed with this. She's dabbled in animation, climbing from production coordinator to producer to director. So this kind of she's kind of a Renaissance woman, it sounds like, of creativity. So welcome to my little baby podcast here. I don't have Beryl with me. Normally I have Beryl, Banjo, or Scarlett, but they're off doing their thing, you know. But welcome to the cast.
Thank you, Aunt Bolt. I'm so glad to be here.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Yeah, so no, I'm digging your outfit. If nobody's watching this on YouTube, she's got a hood on and she looks like a leopard, just like ready to pounce on the world of music here. So this is fantastic. And I'm your host, Aunt Bolt. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm sorry, just joking. But I'm a gourmet redneck, and I'm here. I woke up in the morning and I said, I'm gonna start a podcast. So I started inviting people to come talk to me. So here we go. This is what we're doing. So anybody that is not familiar with Miss Mikky and the Mikky and the Doom, how would you describe your music and your art?
Chaotic, sexual, feral, sporadic, evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, let's dig into
Wicked.
that. What is that? Evil.
Oh, I think I'm really just discovering the most horrible parts of myself and
Oh, I
just
love that.
rolling around in it and
Yeah.
not suppressing it anymore. Just
You getting into that
being-
shadow work, just down in
Yeah.
the depths of that. Yeah, Carl Jungian. What do you call that? Jungian, or I forget how you say that man's name.
I
But
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. All I know is I've always been evil. I've always been wicked. I've always been the worst.
Yeah.
And now it's finally, I'm not hiding it anymore.
I can dig that. The funny thing is that sometimes I come across people they come across as like, I'm really nice and I'm like this, I'm gonna go there, but I'm like a super Christian. And those are some of the nastiest people I've ever met. And you're saying you're evil, but I feel like you're super nice. So I don't know who you're fooling.
I'm trying to at least, yeah, I'm fooling the world. See, that's how you know I'm really evil, is that I'm coming off as nice and I'm still, but I am evil, I swear.
All right. No, I love that. I love that so much. No, so this is probably the weirdest interview you're ever going to be on. And so you have this whimsical supervillain kind of vibe about you. And I love that so much. And how did you come up with this, the name Mikky and the Doom?
Well, I always wanted to do an and the. That was we came up with that. Originally, it's Mikky and the Doom Generation that a former bandmate of mine pitched. But Doom Generation is absolutely ridiculous, so I shortened it to Doom.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Sweet, short and sweet, to the point. Um,
Mhm.
and so I know that you've kind of dabbled in all sorts of things. So, like, what inspired you to pivot and to become just like a full-time like musician?
So I always wanted to be a full-time musician and be a rock star, but I think it took me a long time to actually embrace that
Hmm.
fear around like saying this is what I want to do. I think I pandered a lot um in my career, dabbling in a lot of different creative fields because I think as a creative you can dilute your vision by being tempted by what you're getting traction with. So for a long time I was like, "Oh, I don't care what it is. I just want to do something creative," which is fine and dandy, but if you're only going to respond to what is giving you success, you're going to spend time, you're going to go down a path and then realize, oh, I don't just want to do something creative. I want to do this. And I wish
Yeah.
I had just had the guts to have done that from the beginning. So originally I wanted to be in music. I wanted to be in a band. I went to school for music. I got my degree in music. Like I studied opera and jazz and all that.
What? You studied opera?
I did.
Oh, that is
Yes.
badass. That is
Thank you.
badass. Can you
Thank
sing
you.
operatically?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
Right
can you?
now?
Yeah,
Like, is that
can
what
you? Oh my gosh, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I
I'm
did it.
not wa- I'm not warmed up, but you can put me on the spot. Um um
I'm obsessed.
Piesu, piesu. Yeah, I could go up, but
That was
it's my little angelic
amazing.
moment.
No,
Thank
you
you.
weren't even literally, this is, like, early in the morning, and I just asked her to do that. So, like, look at
um
this. Okay, I'm bowing. I'm bowing. I
oh,
wish I had some
thank
roses
you,
to
thank you.
throw at you. Woo!
Thank
Ah,
you. I feel it.
brava, brava,
Ah.
brava. Ah,
Um, but yeah, so I studied music, but even in my study of music, I was still intimidated to actually do like rock or pop. So I'm like, oh, I'll learn the rules so I can break them later. But that was really just me being like, I am. I don't know. I grew up super preppy.
okay.
My family's not really into rock, and they're like, "Oh, you should be a folk singer. You should
Yeah.
do this. You should do that. No, you should this." And I'm like a purebred people pleaser, so I'm like, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Um, and so like after feeling kind of lost originally, like with music, I'm like I don't even know where to begin. I just graduated with this fancy degree that I don't know how to apply to anything. You know what? I'm just gonna keep trying shit. So like um I moved to LA. I started working. Oh no, before that, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep writing. I'm just gonna keep having fun. I'll follow the fun, and good shit will figure itself out. I wrote a comedy song called My Country 'Tis of Thee, an ode to reproductive rights in America.
Oh, man, that's
Um
awesome.
and I'm like, I told my husband, I'm like, hey, I think we should go, like, I want to go to like a comedy open mic, like a stand up open mic, and play this song on the ukulele and, and just fuck around and find out. And so I did that and they loved it, and invited me to Seattle Comedy Underground. It's gone now, but it was this wonderful, like, historic
Oh, man.
comedy club in
That sounds
Seattle.
lovely.
And I performed it. They loved it. They invited me back to do, hey, you got 5 minutes? You got 5
Uh-huh.
minutes? I'm like, I will have 5 minutes. So I like wrote some stand-up jokes, but like still I'm like, I'm here to do the song, but like I'll make a little set. And they're like, you're amazing. You should come back and do 7 minutes. And that I just kept on like faking it and kept on getting invited back. And then eventually I'm like doing like a headlining, like I'm doing like a full 45, and I'm going to comedy festivals and like I'm yeah, and doing musical comedy. Pandemic happened, couldn't go to any of my festivals. I got into like 5 festivals. I got to do one, the San Diego Comedy Festival, which I like finished as a semifinalist in.
Damn right.
And so like pandemic happened, bummer. I moved to LA. I started working for a comedy talent manager. Barry Katz, shout out to him. Hi Barry, I love you. Hope you're well.
Hey Barry, I hope you're listening to this, Barry.
Yeah, so like he's managed some of the greatest names in comedy. I'm like, I'll go be his assistant for like a couple years. And then like he helped me get an audition for SNL, which was a lot of fun. It was a virtual audition. They really loved me. Not enough to book me. They said she's got something, but she needs to work on her writing a little bit.
They're a tough crowd, though. They're a tough. You know, they even turned out. Wasn't it like Fortune Feimster that they turned out? I forget who they turned down.
They've turned down some of the greatest minds in comedies. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, the thing is, they invited me to do another audition, but like having ADD in that time, I'm like, I don't think I want to do stand up. I don't know if I want to. Again, me like copping out, being like, I'm nervous now. Like, and so and at the time, like I was also doing like these really stupid TikToks that were crushing it. I've just resurfaced the account, like I'm starting to do it again, but I was doing these musical movie reviews that were so stupid. Oh my God. And they were crushing. I was getting hundreds of thousands of likes on every single post I'd make, but I kept on getting like in trouble with TikTok for really stupid not even like real violations. It was like I did an Iron Man parody, and I took a still shot from the movie of the dude in boot camp with the gun in his hand. I wasn't even holding a gun. The guy in the movie was holding a gun. And I got taken down because I was like playing with a deadly weapon. It was ridiculous. So I'm like, so I'm like, okay, well, this pivoting again, but yeah, so I was like, oh, this is fun, comedy's cool, but I don't know if this is my shtick. And I saw a job as a coordinator for this animation company. I'm like, yeah, let's do animation. I've always been curious about voice acting, so I started as a coordinator, and just worked my way up, you know, doing voices myself and directing and shit like that. And that was great. And I started my own company with one of my coworkers and dear friends, Michaela, I love you. And we were crushing it. Like, we were getting clients. We were like, these are the darlings of animation for a hot second. And then we looked at each other and we were like, do you even like doing this?
Yeah.
Because it's hard. If you want to, the thing about doing anything creative is if you're going to actually do it, like you got to pick one thing. You got to pick one thing. You got to give it your all. So
it's so hard when you're creative, though.
Yeah, and so it's like when you could do anything and you tell yourself that you're down to do anything, you're gonna and you just like follow like what you're getting like a good response to. Like we were getting a good response with animation, and I love voice acting. I still do it. Like I still get booked and I still do it every week. But like you know, to be a producer and to make the cartoons, which is what I was spending most of my time doing, I'm like, it's like creativity, like any creative job, anything like in the industry, once you start breaking through, you learn very quickly that it is a thankless job, and that people will take advantage of your passion and your creativity and your joy of just being there. So so one day me and my business partner, we looked at each other and I'm like, do you even like cartoons? Like, because we could take this company, we could climb, we could do it.
Mhm.
We're good at this. We are
Killing it.
good. We are killer producers.
Mhm.
We are fantastic. But do we want to spend all day doing this, or do we want to do I want to do music? Do you want to focus on your writing? Um because if you don't adore what you're doing
Mhm.
and you stay in it just because you're finding success, you will be miserable.
Yeah.
It'll start to wear on you and it won't be fun anymore. And something that brought you so much joy is going to start hurting you. And that's what started happening. Like we were cranky every day, like making cartoons. So that
No, that you
like,
don't want that.
and animation in itself is a goddamn bloodbath. It is Wild West. It's amazing, but like it's intense. It's very very hard work. It's wonderful work, and I still love doing it. I don't love producing, so I've taken a step back on that. But anyway, like, and at the time, the Mickey and the Doom was really starting to get some traction. I'm starting to put more time into it, and it's quickly became the full-time gig.
Yeah,
And
girl, get it out.
and so like yeah, so I once again pivoted, and so now, 10 years later of
Uh-huh.
all of the things I've tried out, 10 years since I graduated in 2017, so almost 10 years out of college. Right, that's math. 2020, yeah, almost 10 years.
That's pretty much on the button.
Yeah, I've finally been like, no, I want to
Mhm.
do this. I'm gonna get over
Mhm.
myself, and I'm gonna completely throw myself at the wall, and just do it. And so that's where we are today.
That is so cool.
But yeah, maybe I will go back and audition for SNL. I don't know. I'm trying hard not to pivot. But they did like me. They did ask me to come back, but I'm like, no, I'm an animation star now.
Oh,
So-
animation. Well, okay, so what were some of the voices that you've done? Would I know any of them? I
oh
might not
yeah.
because I'm like
May
in 45, so I'm just like, but I might
you
know some.
You might, I mean, like mainly kid shows. So,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've got some children running around,
Kind of
but
ish.
okay, children adjacent.
Adjacent, yeah.
You might know some of the brands. Like one of the biggest shows that I still work on is the Jungle Book for preschool Jungle Book for
Oh,
Disney Junior.
all right.
Um,
Okay. Do you do a
so
voice for them? Are you like
yeah, I do a couple voices. I do both of the wolves. I do Gray and Leela, and I sing for Mowgli. So like
what?
it's a musical show. And one of the main things I do with voice acting, and that is a big part of my week, and that I still do. Like I don't do any of the production stuff. I still voice act though because it's hella fun and I love it.
Yeah.
But I voice match for other actors, and I'm really good at doing like kids voices, and with like a little bit of movie magic. Like I'll record the song a semitone down, like I'll
Oh.
transpose it down and I'll sing it, and then I'll bump it back up to the normal key, and by doing that you sound like you got tiny lungs, and you
What?
sound like a kid with like, and then you incorporate kind of like the loose, like, you know how like kids are like they're trying to figure out like what they want to
What?
say,
No. Kids
and
don't
they're
really know what to say.
and their motor coordination of their mouth is kind of slow.
A little bit.
They
A
don't really
little
get,
bit.
their muscles are still developing, and they kind of slur their words a little bit. And I mean, like, and it's a Disney. I mean, that's not the voice to do for Mowgli, but like, it's yeah. So point being is, I sing for a lot of actors. I sing for um I do a lot of like the adjacent characters. Another show that is another preschool show I work on is called Katuri. So I play the mama bird, and I sing for all the kids and most of the characters that sing. So
What
like
the
I
fuck? You're like seriously a Renaissance woman. Like
thank you.
this is
Thank
amazing.
you.
Like I didn't even realize like what a star I was interviewing. What the fuck?
Aw, you
What
just
the
made
fuck?
my
Oh,
morning. I need to
oh,
hear that today.
Oh my God.
mean,
Oh, wait, what am I saying? This is a family show, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to say those F words, but they come out sometimes.
I'll say on the Coffee and Puxxy show.
This is a family show. This is a family show, but you know
right.
what? We are into alternative families here.
Exactly.
So, because I got Sheila. I'm in a lesbian relationship, so go for the
hell
gays.
yeah.
Go for
Oh,
the
yeah.
gays. But yeah, no, girl. Oh, goodness gracious. This is exciting. I love what you're doing, and the fact that like you said, you're full time musician, because it's hard as a creative because you want to pivot, you want to do all the things that passion you, but at the same time you got to pay those bills. You know, like
Yeah.
paying bills is a pain in the ass. Let me be honest with you. No,
It
like
is.
Jace Louise. I wish, like, if
Mhm.
I could just sit here and create music and write all day, that's what I'd do. But I don't got that talent like y'all. But one day, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll happen. But
Get it, girl.
girl, yeah. Oh, but that's really exciting. So, like, what does a day in the life of a full-time musician look like? Tell me.
M-
I need to hear it.
Mine might look a little different. Mine's a little bit spicier.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I have the way that I fund this project and fund my lifestyle and be the pretty little princess I am is I have an OnlyFans. So
Damn right you do.
yeah, so I make kids shows and I have an OnlyFans. A day in my life. So I wake up, like I do like my lymphatic massages, like I do my little grooming. I'm a pretty little kitty.
Red light therapy.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that, but I do have some weird things. I do tongue exercises, which is really good as a singer and really good for your posture. Like,
okay,
if you want to like fix your neck hump and stuff like that, like doing tongue exercises, I swear to God.
Tongue exercise. Oh, I do tongue exercises every day, but not in the way that you think
yeah,
of.
you do.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, mama.
Uh-huh.
So I do my little self-care routine. I usually will take like a couple like hot pics of myself to send out. Then my content manager comes over and we plan on like what content we're going to shoot. As much as like I'd love to say I'm a full-time musician, I think it's really hard I think that term has really like evolved in the recent years because so much of having a musical presence or doing anything musical is you are actually a content creator.
Absolutely.
You've been tricked into making ads for Meta. Like that is what being a full-time musician is congratulations, you are a full-time content creator that happens to make music. Even if that's not what you want, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
If you want to build, I mean, you don't have to. You could have like an underground project. That's awesome. I know there are people who can be a full-time musician just being full-time musicians, but I think there's still a lot of labor around that in different ways. My musicianship is mainly in this room. So anyway, so we work on content. I like be working on emails like I yeah, honestly, like just making videos and taking hot pics of myself is really what my day consists of. And then, I OnlyFans is a lot of work. Like it's fun work, and what I really love about it is like I can spend 4 hours playing guitar and turn on my camera and put something hot on, and I can make money while I practice. So that's how I make this sustainable is I wave my freak flag, which I love. I mean, like I've done many jobs. I waited tables. I coached tennis for a long time. I've put in my labor. I've worked all my life, and this is the best job, and it beats. I mean, it's for me. I'm also crazy. I'm a freak. I'm a crazy person. I've always been a little wild animal, and so like I was always destined for this platform. But it beats production, it
Yeah.
beats working on shows, because I can put on my camera, I
Yep.
can just play, I'm learning guitar right now.
Mhm.
I
Damn
can
right.
practice.
Mm.
I'll hop on, I stream every single night. I sing for 3 to 4 hours a day. Every
Damn.
day.
All right.
And I make money doing it. And like I get to rock the out. There's no rules. It's my world. It's my private corner of the internet, and I love it so much. So,
hey everybody, this Saint Bolt here with the Coffee and Pussy podcast, and this episode is brought to you by the Newsboy Local. It's a free new arts and culture magazine that covers local, established, and up and coming talent in Austin, Buda, and Kyle. It also does it in surrounding areas, but those are the main areas that it covers for now. It is a politics free, school zoning free, and just purely entertaining magazine. So keep an eye out for your first issue that will be launching in March of 2026 for South by Southwest. It's going to be the music issue, so it's real exciting. So, y'all, print is not dead. If you're a local business and you want to add hyper-local branding to your 2026 marketing strategy, the folks at Newsboy are offering a New Year's special where you get 50% off ad space for the first 3 months. Now, this is amazing. If you're going to do the math and talk about how much money you're paying per lead and for your branding, now this is an extraordinary special, y'all. So, if you want to take advantage of this, you're going to have to reach out to Newsboy at thenewsboylocal.com. Or you can also reach out at newsboymarketing.com or newsboypublishing.com. Either way, it gets you to the same place. All right. So reach your local audience and support a local business as well. So absolutely. And let's get on with the episode.
that's what a day looks like for me. I take hot pictures of myself. I practice guitar. I make some Instagram posts, and then I put on something swanky,
Yeah.
and like I get wild every night. And my day is a party, and my fans are incredibly loyal and devoted, and love to support my art and get to see like, okay, what is Mikky off leash look like? Because like right now, as we speak, my Instagram is restricted. I got another Mark Zuckerberg personally slapped me on the wrist today.
What'd you do this time?
Oh, I don't know. I said like I posted a picture of myself with like the word over my tits and ice.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just do things, and the internet or the powers that be don't like it. I don't know. Rock and roll can't exist on Instagram. It doesn't exist on Facebook. It's so sterile. I want to be a little wild thing, and I can't. So, and I don't want to get another strike on my account, because unfortunately, if I get banned from Instagram for being nuts, then like you can essentially like we live in a tech monopoly where where it's tech fiefdom, where you have to essentially bend the knee and do exactly what they want you to do, and fit your art into this tiny little door that everybody's trying to walk through simultaneously. And for me, my sexuality goes hand in hand with my art. The more I embrace my wild side, the better my art is.
Absolutely.
And so anyway, that's why I keep on getting in trouble. So 2026 is all about being an upright citizen on Instagram, and then going mega nuts on OnlyFans. So that's my day.
And live. I can't imagine what your live show sounds like. I want to go hit up a live show. Let me know when your next show is, because I'll be there.
Yeah, we
I'll
got
be
a couple. We
oh,
got a
let me know.
couple. I'll have to. It's. Oh, I gotta make sure that I confirmed anything. I'm a walking ball of chaos, so I need to make sure that I gotta make sure that I don't have any loose ends, and I have in fact confirmed those shows. But we'll have a couple in February.
Yes.
Nothing in January, unfortunately, but
Oh,
February for sure.
man. I'll
Yeah.
hobble on in there. I got a broken ankle right now, but I'll hobble on in, and
Uh,
it's
I
gonna be
can't.
fun.
I can't wait to
Yes.
see you hobble.
Yeah, I'll come on and be like, "Woo!" I might even
Hell yeah.
come full on Ant Bolt. So
Do it.
this would be so much fun. Now, okay, now I love what you're saying about that because touching on this is why I like to ask like what the hell is that a pussy? Is
It is
that
a
a pussy
pussy.
on the Coffee and Pussy
Yes, it is.
podcast?
This is Joey.
Joey, oh baby. Oh baby. I like what you said about your sexuality and your art. Like the more like open you are with your sexuality, the better your art gets. And I feel like part of that, if we were to get like a little philosophical about it, would be your chakra system, where that's your sacral chakra, and they do say it's related to creation, to birth, to sexuality. So like if you have that bad boy like blocked up anyway, then you're not going to be able to be coming up with the art that you're said you're coming up with. And so
Exactly. Exactly. All my ideas come from my womb and
from that yeah.
they're birthed from me. That's where they originate, and I'm done fighting that. I feel like
Mhm.
I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida in the Bible Belt,
Oh god.
and and my whole life
Mhm.
was so scared that, oh, I'm not going to be taken seriously, like,
Mhm.
like I don't want to be slut shamed. I'm going to be the perfect golden child, and you
Yeah.
realize how much energy it takes to fight your humanity,
Yeah.
and how much you dilute yourself because you're scared of getting slut shamed, like,
Yeah.
and so I don't care, and the thing is like, y- express yourself however you want to, as long as it's the way you want to, like if you
Authentically.
want to wear, yeah, wearing a burqa is still an expression of your
Mhm.
sexuality,
Yeah.
so it's a spectrum. Find where you hit gold, what resonates with you. Don't fight it. Don't think about
Absolutely.
anyone else. Don't think about anybody
Mhm.
except like focus your energy internally, like, where don't let anyone's noise get in your ears. I go back and forth. I flow. Sometimes
Yeah.
I like sometimes I don't want my body or myself to be seen at all. And the other
Mhm.
days I'm like, I'm going to let my freak flag fly. Women
Absolutely.
should party, people should party.
Yeah.
Like more now than ever. Don't let them rob us of our humanity, and sex is a part of humanity, so don't fight it.
Don't fight that shit. Mm-mm. Now, I agree there's some people that don't really wanna it be explicit, and I feel like that's their right, that's okay. They wanna wear a burqa, they wanna show a little ankle, that's sexy for them, that's okay. I'm okay with
Exactly.
that. I personally don't really like to show a whole lot of skin, but that's just because I don't know, I think that comes down to society, and I'm not feeling super comfortable in my skin, so that's part of it
Mm.
too. But if I had a banging body, would probably be showing it all around town, to be quite honest with you. So, I don't know, I get it, girl.
I think people are most magnetic when they are comfortable.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and just finding where when people are comfortable, when you can see that someone isn't thinking about how they're being perceived,
Mhm.
then they're most magnetic. You don't you could be covered head to toe, but if you're
Mhm.
comfortable and you're
Yeah.
not and you're not thinking about being perceived, then you will be the most magnetic person in the room. And so, you know, eh, I yeah, it has just as exactly as you said, it has nothing to do with what you're wearing or how much
Mhm.
skin you're showing. It's where are you comfortable, and
Absolutely.
embracing that. And it's all a spectrum. I think, like, yeah, sexiness, magnetism, it's wanting to be wanting to express sexuality, or just simply, like, if it's not something you even think of, that's still an expression, a lack
Absolutely.
of expression is still an expression. So
Mhm.
to me, it's sexuality is more so magnetism, and your magnetism is has nothing to do with what you are wearing, how much skin you're showing. It is completely and everything to do with how hyper present you are.
Mhm.
So, rock on, baby
Rock on.
girl.
Rock on.
I want the effects to go again.
I know. Where are they? Ba, ba, ba. All right. This is we're getting to the portion of the podcast that my mother actually influenced. So she said to me, Aunt Bolt, Mama Bolt said this. She said, nobody's gonna come on your podcast because of the word pussy. And so I said, Mama, what would you call it then? And she said, I don't know, I call it like hey gal. So this is the Hey Gal lightning round, where we're gonna let's go shout out to Mama Bolt. So we're gonna Hey Gal it up. All right.
All right.
So as this is the Coffee and Pussy Cock podcast, I wanted to know what is your take on the word pussy
I love
in
pussy.
2026?
I love pussy. I
I do
think
too.
I think, you know, it's such a loaded word
Mm-hmm.
because it's so empowering. It's also been used to essentially, like, say if you're a scaredy cat, like, there's positives and
Mm-hmm.
negatives. There's so much meaning to a word, and I love it that much more because of it. But historically, being a word used to describe someone who can't do something or is
Mm-hmm.
afraid to do something, to essentially describe femininity as a negative.
Right.
um and resurging it in the recent years to being an empowering
Mm-hmm.
word to be celebrated. In the immortal words of Betty White, uh, I'd rather be a pussy than a pair of balls, because balls are sensitive and weak when a pussy can take a beating. So,
Yeah, it can. It can
like,
rip. It just like doubles in
yeah, like
size.
women, pussies
Mm-hmm.
pussies are strong, they are resilient, they are
Mm-hmm.
magical. It's my favorite word, right next to
It's a good one
I
too.
th- I think they're magical. I love the word pussy, and I love pussy itself. So
Ever I know. I mean, if honestly, I think you got some, like, mental illness if you don't love a pussy, you know? If you're
exactly.
you don't have to be, like, on a sexual you don't have to sexually like him, but, I mean, you came from a pussy, so if you don't like a pussy, then you don't like
I
yourself.
think they
That's what
should
I
be
think.
I think they should be worshipped.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
someone's view on pussy is a direct reflection of how comfortable they are with themselves.
Oh, I
So,
love how you put that. This is why I asked this question,
it's a
because
great
we
question.
are reclaiming the word pussy and how
Uh,
females think of themselves and how they feel about their own pussy and their own power, because it's deeply human, it's powerful, it's life-giving, and I think that it should be boldly unapologetic for you to love
mhm,
the pussy and the feminine power, that has been so suppressed with the patriarchy. So
exactly.
that is my spiel, and that was the Hey Gal section of
I love
this.
it. I love it.
So another thing, since this is also the Coffee and Pussy podcast, coffee. Do you have a favorite haunt around town to get coffee?
Yes, right now I'm really loving Desnudo.
Oh,
I
Desnudo. Okay, yep, that's a
mm,
good
uh,
one.
I really like their, oh god, I don't remember what it's called, but it's got a little cherry on it. It's their butterscotch miso butterscotch latte with oat milk.
Oh my gosh, that sounds very intense.
It's so good. It's really subtle. I like salty sweet.
Okay.
So it's not too sweet. It has a little bit of salt to it. It has a lot of depth, and it's great coffee. And
Mm,
the foam is great. And I love the little black cherry they serve on top. And I usually will pair that if I'm getting desnudo, then I'm going to Bird Biscuit on South Lamar. South
yeah.
Lamar? I don't know where anything is. I think wherever the Desnudo truck is downtown, there's now a Bird Biscuit not downtown. See, I don't know where. In the city of Austin.
Close to downtown.
There's a
No, I get it, girl. I'm right
these
there with you.
these stores are in the vicinity of
Yes.
of each other, so I will order my biscuitarian, which is the I think like Impossible Sausage, Beyond Sausage, whatever, on their delicious biscuit. I like to get the jam, and I like to have a Desnudo miso butterscotch coffee.
Damn, that
So
sounds good. I'm gonna have to go
I
do this.
yeah, I also really love Cosmic coffee,
Oh yeah.
and another classic.
Mm-hmm.
I love all of their drinks, but
Freaking
you
yeah.
can't. I love their Cosmic Comet with the orange. It tastes like a Terry's chocolate orange. And then I go get a taco from their taco truck.
You have to. You absolutely
Yeah.
have to. No, I love Cosmic. That's my go-to is Cosmic for me. I love that
Mhm.
frozen boozy drink. I just had
Oh.
Susanna Schofel on here. Her husband owns Cosmic.
Oh no shit.
I know, I didn't know that either. So that was pretty righteous. She's a whole vibe. I loved interviewing her too. But yeah, no Cosmic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that miso. Does it have like a little umami flavor to it?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
it's really good. It's just a really deep flavor profile. Like and
Uh-huh.
not it's not too rich. It's like I could drink that every single day. I could drink multiple
Okay.
cups every single day. It's a good thing I can't. But it's a good thing it's not walkable. If I could walk there, I would go. I
Is it
would go.
seasonal or is it like available
No.
all the time?
It's available all the time, I think. I think
Fantastic.
so. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I hate it when you find something that you like so much. For me, it's like a pistachio drink, and then they take it off. They're like, "This is the winter, my dude."
That's my
Yeah,
favorite. That's like my favorite coffee flavor is
so
pistachio. I
fucking good.
love pistachio. I love pistachio
God,
anything. I
it's
love
amazing.
amaretto. I love almond. I love
Oh yeah,
nuts.
I love nuts too. Yeah, you
I
gotta
love
love
nuts.
nuts. It's funny
Mhm.
because your mic. If anybody's not looking at Mikky right now, if you need to go to YouTube, obviously, it looks kind of like their balls hanging down, and it's like a dick.
Exactly.
This is where my brain goes. It's just I can't
Well,
help it. I see dicks
your brain
everywhere.
went your brain went exactly where I wanted it to. It's just
Oh,
I need
fantastic.
to I didn't have a chance to like fix my nuts before the show.
Hey, I
They're
got
kind
it.
of
They're
droopy.
rolling. Yeah, they're hanging low there.
But that is exactly what I want. I thought it'd be hilarious if there's pictures of me like full on belting like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it looks like I'm holding like a dick and balls. I'm
On the
so
Coffee and
glad.
Puxxy too. Yeah, no, it's
I'm so glad that it translates like very very clearly.
I got it really clearly, but I was like, no, I see dick everywhere. So I see
I do
pussy and dick
too.
everywhere. It's just something in my brain. I'm a little
I'm
wired
depraved.
weird.
You're in good company, love. You're in good
Oh,
company. I'm
that's
on the right
lovely.
podcast.
No, that's fantastic. Now I love no the thing about Austin is that it there's so many good places to go eat and drink around here. My
Yeah.
goodness gracious. I've lived
Mhm.
all over the place and I feel like Austin is just really up there for me, I would say.
Yeah, great food town. Great
Mhm.
food. Great vibe.
No, absolutely. So here's another question I got for you. So if you were a coffee drink, what would your drink be called and what would it be composed of?
Uh,
Uh-huh.
oh, it'd be like the mix something. uh, um,
McBalls, joking.
the Mick balls. The Mick ball.
The McBall. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. That sounds fancy, like a
Yeah.
fancy bar or
It would
something.
It would be, I think it would be like a pistachio. Honestly, it'd be a pistachio drink or a pistachio.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, it'd be a pistachio soy milk latte with extra foam and like
Extra.
and then like some sort of, I love a foamy latte.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
it would have a like some sort of like crumbly topping on top.
Okay.
Another one,
Um,
I don't know if I could have this all the time, but this is what I think my personality would be.
okay.
It'd be like a Mexican hot chocolate inspired latte where it'd have like a
Oh.
little bit of cayenne pepper, just a
Mhm.
little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Like really subtle. It wouldn't be spicy. It would just be
Mhm.
warm. Like you kind of get like a tingly effect
Mhm.
on the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Starbucks had a latte like a couple years back where they did this, and I loved it, and then they never did it again. But it'd be like a really subtle chocolatey mocha, like not mocha, like I don't want to get hit in the face with chocolate
Mhm.
syrup. I want like I would melt like a couple chocolate chips at the bottom of the
Yeah.
cup and put a dash of cayenne pepper in there.
Mhm.
And
She's got a little spice, just a
just a
little
little
bit.
spice, just a
Mhm.
little spice. That's what I
Pica.
think. Yeah,
Poquito.
that would be what my personality would be as a coffee,
Okay.
and I'd call it the mixed spice. That's what
The
I'll
mixed
call it.
spice. I
The
like
mixed
that.
spice. And just like me, it wouldn't be for everyone. So
You know, it's boring trying to please everyone. When you're trying to please everyone, you're gonna please no one, especially
exactly.
yourself, right? That's what
Exactly.
I'm always telling my wife, Sheila. She's such a people pleaser. She's so nice to everybody, and I'm saying, "F 'em. Just be you. Just
I
be you."
exactly. I think women as a whole right now are really
Mhm.
learning that, and essentially are unlearning all of the grooming we have been given, all the grooming that has happened to
Yep.
us to become the most understanding victim.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an
To mind your
understanding.
manners. Mind your
Mind your
manners.
manners. They declaw the cats. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like I
No,
am
that's yeah.
um that's what I feel like I am unlearning, is how to be the most
Mhm.
understanding victim. I would rather be a
Mhm.
villain. I'd rather protect myself.
Absolutely.
I'd rather not suppress my disdain and disgust for being treated poorly or
Mhm.
being walked on
Absolutely.
or feeling responsible for everyone else's happiness except
Mhm.
my own. And
Yep.
I feel like especially this year have I really embraced that. So, yeah, be a bitch. There's a
Be a bitch.
reason.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and the thing is women, like, in high school, in middle school, in elementary school, who were the best students? Who was like quarterbacking the group project? Who were
Mhm.
the most outspoken people in
Yep.
debate? They're the women, the smartest
Mhm.
bitches in the room,
Be a
and then
bitch.
all of a sudden it's like you enter the workplace and and you're treated like you don't know what's
Yep.
going on. You can't handle yourself, and it's
Mhm.
really hard to fight. And you want to be liked, you want to make friends, but
Yeah.
you get punished for being outspoken. You get
Mhm.
punished for being bold, and
Yep.
so you've declawed the cats. And I think as just as a population,
Mhm.
women are reclaiming our space and
Yeah.
being really awesome about it.
Absolutely.
So
Grow those
so
claws
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now
Defend
that's the perfect
ourselves.
visualization. Oh my goodness. That's the perfect visualization, I think, right there is just taking
Mhm.
those claws away. Your independence, because what it does is it makes you dependent. Cats that
Yeah.
don't have claws, they can't go out. They're not feral. They can't go out and hunt for their food anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, like,
You're
if
wickedly
anybody,
powerful.
yeah, it's very powerful. I think, like, if anyone's listening to this, I would say your takeaway is be yourself and be a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be your
Bitch
biggest, baddest
University
bitch you out there. Uh-huh.
101, because guess what? There's nothing that the
Yeah.
world loves more than burning a witch. There's
Yeah,
nothing more
absolutely.
satisfying than humbling a
Yeah.
woman who knows herself.
Mm-hmm.
And being a bitch is how you protect yourself, because they are harvesting you.
Absolutely.
They want to see you fail. There's
Yep.
something extra powerful about a woman
Mm-hmm.
taking over, and it's threatening, and
Mm-hmm.
it can dismantle the whole status quo.
Absolutely.
So no, do not humble yourself. The world will be that's the world's job. So be a
Absolutely.
bitch, fight back, protect yourself, know
Mm-hmm.
yourself, and realize you will be much happier had you been a
Absolutely.
bitch from beginning than being an understanding victim.
Yep.
Fight back.
I
So,
I couldn't have said it better. Absolutely. Now, yeah,
mhm,
be loud, be selfish, assured, just
mhm,
all the things. Absolutely. Yeah, I
mhm,
think I really appreciate that, and I'm happy that you're saying so much. You're promoting this into being a villain and a witch. And it's funny because, like, historically, everything that witches were really just like anything that goes against the patriarchy or anything being independent as a woman or healing themselves, right? Anything people didn't understand. Oh, you're a witch, aren't you?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
there's an excellent book out there. It's called How to Kill a Witch, and it's kind of, satirical. It's written from the viewpoint. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard it's on my list, on my Amazon list. I need to get it. About, it's actually, like, it's been approved by the forget the official title of them over in Scotland. The actual, like, Society of Witches have actually approved this, where it's, like, written from the, uh perspective of the patriarchy, and it's I don't know, it sounds amazing. It's on my list to read probably this month, but
send
I
it to me. That sounds
oh,
fascinating.
absolutely. I'll send you the link so you can get it.
Right
But,
on.
no, this all the things you're talking about are all the things that I'm obsessed with right now. I just read another book called, On Your Best Behavior, and, it talks about she correlates the 7 sins and how, men have used it. I shouldn't just say I'm not a man hater, but how people, let's say society, have used the 7 sins against women to suppress them. And so, like pride, pride, not taking any sort of pleasure in something that you've done, taking
Yeah.
credit in something you've done because it's prideful. It goes into the history of it. It's great. I recommend it too. I'll send you the
Well,
link.
it's not a man hater to call
Hmm.
out a religion that
Yeah.
doesn't allow women to
Hmm.
to be higher ups, and then
Yeah.
taking their rule book. Yeah, you're just calling the kettle black. That's not man hating. That's
Presenting the
just
facts.
presenting the facts. Like, and
Yeah.
if people's instinct is to hear
Hmm.
facts, to and take it as an attack on men,
Hmm.
then they're drinking the Kool-Aid, call
There's
the
some
kettle black, and don't be afraid
insecurity
to.
there, right? There's
Yeah.
insecurity where it's like, "Where are you? Ooh, did I hit a nerve? I'm
Mhm.
sorry that I hit a nerve because you know this wrong." Well, it's funny because like, you're talking about the church and everything. Well, Mary Magdalene had a book that where she was the actual leader. What part of she had this divine revelation from Jesus where she's talking about how you just go inward, you don't even need the church. And so
Mhm.
the church didn't like that because they like people coming into they like that external, um, need for paying dues, they like to be in control. They don't think that you
Mhm.
should be able to go inward to find your truest self and to reconnect with whatever higher power y'all believe in, you know? So anyway,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
Well, and a note to be weary of anyone that says
Mhm,
that you can't find God or the spirit, that you need someone in
mhm.
order to do that. That person's
Absolutely.
taking advantage of you. You can
Absolutely.
find everything you need inside. You can
Yeah.
find balance and harmony and love inside, and when you find it inside, it radiates and it
Mhm,
spreads like wildfire. When you protect your own fire, and
mhm.
so yeah, shocking that an institution that profits off of people's insecurities and and
Shocking.
profits off of the unpaid labor of women, and doesn't allow them to be, decision makers historically, and essentially built around how we can control their bodies and their ability to create or not create life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shocking that they
It's
would they
shocking.
say that you can't find it inside yourself. So
Just absolutely shocking.
yeah.
What is your personal definition of freedom right now?
Following the fun and
Yeah, yeah. I
following
mean,
the
life should be
fun.
fun. Like, what's the point? It's like really like people think too much about it, right?
Yeah, I think we're so caught.
Uh-huh.
Freedom is relieving yourself of thinking about how you should be free. Like,
Mm-hmm.
does that make sense? It's like I think about how, like, you get so caught up on how you are presenting yourself
Mm-hmm.
or how you are being perceived when when you find that childlike sense of wonder and connecting with your surroundings,
Mm-hmm.
connecting with yourself. You're not thinking about, oh, I'm so happy that I can, like, uh, let me consolidate. A kid, when they're playing outside, they're playing with their imaginary friends. They're touching rocks.
Mm-hmm.
They're making mud buildings.
Yeah.
They're climbing trees. They're not thinking about how great is it that I'm climbing this tree, or how great is it that, like, I'm doing that. They're not thinking about the fact that they're doing something. They're
Mm-hmm.
just doing it. Does that make sense? And
Absolutely.
so it's like
In the moment.
when I'm most free is when my internal monologue
Mm-hmm.
describing what is happening and how great it is or how good it could be to be seen doing this, or, like, that is freedom. It's just like hyper present state. And so by
Yes.
following the fun and doing that, just trusting your instincts, that is freedom. When you know your instincts and you know your opinion first before you
Mm-hmm.
even consider anyone else's. Because I was raised to always ask for someone else's
Mm-hmm.
opinion
Mm-hmm.
before you make your own.
Yeah.
But the reason why anybody wants to be around you is not so that they can hear their opinions, is because they want to know your instincts. So
Mm-hmm.
don't mute your instincts.
Yeah.
Like, consider
Yeah.
consider other people,
Mm-hmm.
consider how you are being perceived, but don't let it define your day-to-day motion, like,
Right.
freedom is when I listen to my instincts. I heard something recently that really resonated with me. Your intuition speaks in statements, your insecurities speak in questions.
Oh,
And
I
so
like that a lot.
that is freedom.
That,
Trust your instincts.
yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. When I think about any time that I've been taken advantage of, or like something like truly went to it's because
Mm-hmm.
I disregarded my instincts.
Yes.
Like,
Every single time. Yep.
and I
Uh-huh.
gave people the benefit of the doubt. I fell in love with potential, the
Mm-hmm.
potential and not proof,
Mm-hmm.
and then ended up in a situation that I have to essentially go nuclear on
Mm-hmm.
to then protect myself and
Yep.
come out as like the most horrible, like, be considered the most, just an absolutely wicked person. But had I set boundaries and had I listened to
Uh-huh.
my intuition from the beginning,
Yep.
then nothing bad would have happened because I wouldn't be in this position.
Yep.
But you bend. You're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. I'm going to do
Mm-hmm.
this. That is how you lose your freedom.
Yep.
Know your intuition first. Know your instincts. They know. Your body knows. Millions
Mm-hmm.
of years of evolution has told your body what the answer should be.
Yep.
Then ask for people's opinions, but know yours first.
Mm-hmm.
Know your opinion first. That is freedom. Being hyper present, setting boundaries, protecting your fire.
Okay.
Exactly.
I can't think of a better note to end this podcast on.
Right on.
The thing is, I could sit here chatting with you all day, but we're already hitting a 56 right now, and
Oh,
I got to
yeah.
be cognizant of your time. But
Oh.
man, I've really enjoyed this conversation. You ought to come on again if you ever have some time, and I
Yeah.
would love to get into some more philosophical thought and chatting about femininity and any and all things because
Yeah.
I love to talk. I'll just sit here and talk all day.
Anytime, Aunt Bull. And you're in Austin.
I'm here in
We should
Austin.
go. We
Let's
should go
hang.
get a real coffee.
Let's get a
In
coffee.
person. Let's get a
That'll be so
coffee.
much fun. I would just enjoy
Yeah.
that so much. Let's do
Hell
that.
yeah. Let's go to
Hell yeah.
Desnudo.
Let's make it. You know what? You're my friend now. I just made you my friend. All
I'm
right.
glad to be your friend.
Let's be friends. Everybody be friends. Everybody's friends on this podcast. Oh. Ooh. All right, girl. What is coming up? Anything you want to promote?
Yes, we are dropping our debut album, Dame Doom, which is
Dame
my
Doom.
that is my villain name. That's my alter
Damn
ego's
right.
alter ego. It's very Cruella de Vil inspired. It pulls from my animation background and takes heavy inspiration from all of the most wicked women in animation, like most. Just think of any female villain you've seen in a Sunday morning cartoon. That is this.
Yes.
Particularly though Cruella de Vil
Mm-hmm.
and how I dog walk men and then skin them and turn them into my coat when they no longer suit me. So
Oh man.
Dame Doom drops on
Dame
January 9th. Streaming everywhere but Spotify. Go listen on Tidal. Go listen on YouTube. Go buy the album on Bandcamp. Do everything that the man doesn't want you to do.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, and support your local artists too, honestly.
Yeah.
You're out there working your butt off and, producing all this content, producing all this beautiful music, all this badass music. So, y'all, whoever's listening to this, go out. There's merchandise on her website too. It looks awesome. I want one of those shirts. I'll probably get one. And
yeah, girl.
yeah, and I'm loving the photos, by the way. Like I'm seeing it. It looks awesome. No, for real. But no, thank you so much for coming on. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, please like, subscribe. Stay up with the Coffee Puxxy podcast. We're here in Austin. We like to interview. Actually, we interview people from all over the place. But if you're local here, reach out to us. Coffee Puxxy podcast on the Instagram. Just DM me. And thank you so much again, Mikky, for coming on. Let's grab that cup of coffee someday. And I'm really excited. And yay!
Hell
Happy
yeah.
happy 2026.
Yes, happy New Year, Aunt Bolt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. This is a great way to kick off the new year. So thank you.
Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much.